Welcome, Crypto Fam, to Crypto News Global. I'm your host, Nick Toka. On today's show, South Korea plans to lift institutional crypto trading ban. Also, Steve Hanke is wrong about the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Also on today's show, Bitcoin whales are accumulating again. Is price rebound ahead? And in our section for Ask AI, I'm going to teach you how to create the most amazing photo you've ever seen in seconds. And to top it all off, I'm going to teach you how to get free crypto today. Free crypto, free Bitcoin, 100% legit, and no BS. All this and today's show and so much more. Welcome, Crypto Fam. Today is Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, and I'm your host, Nick Toka. Today is going to be a great show because I'm going to teach you how to get free crypto, 100% free, no joking around, no BS, no scams. This is 100% legit and free. We're going to go through our technical analysis. I'm also going to teach you how to create the most amazing photo in AI. Again, 100% for free. And you guys can use this to amaze your friends and family. And, maybe send your mom a great Mother's Day card this coming year. So let's flip right into our technical analysis, everybody. Let me share my screen with you, and sadly, the whole crypto market is blood red except for XRP. Bitcoin down 2% to 95,000 US. Ethereum down 1.5%, 33.49. XRP up 3% at $2.38. Solana down 1.5%. Toncoin down. TRX down. Doge down 1.5%. Shiba Inu down 1.9%, XLM down 1%, Sui up 0.5%. So we are all in the red today. Still on the back of the better than expected economic news out of the U.S., which raised the bonds to a approximately 9-month high in the States. Let's get into our crypto dominance here. Crypto market cap at 1.88 trillion US. Ethereum behind at 403 billion. Again, XRP has now snuck right behind Tether once again at $137 billion. BNB 100 billion. Solana 95. Doge 51 billion. Cardano 33, Tron 21. Let's go into our crypto dominance chart. Crypto market cap again 1.9 trillion. The total market cap at 3.27 trillion. Bitcoin current dominance is at 57.8, holding steady. Ethereum down again at 12.36. XRP up over 4%, the first time I've seen that, at 4.2%, and BNB at 3, Tether at 4.21. Let's get into our crypto bubbles, and holy moly, there's a lot of red on here. A lot of things down. The AI coins that were pumping last week are down about 10%. And we see here Pepe down, AI Oz, AI 16Z, Move, everything. Whiff down 7%. Everything's down today. Again, on the back of the bond interest rate hike from yesterday. So even the stock markets were down. The whole every asset that is not a secure asset effectively has been down for a couple days now. Let's get into our crypto fear and greed index. We are today at a 69 in greed, so it's down quite a bit. We were at, I thought it was 78 yesterday. Here it's showing a 70, and last week at 70 as well. Let's look at our halving countdown, 1,322 days approximately, and there's 1,192,472 Bitcoin left to mine until the year 2140. There's 171,591 blocks until the next halving. Bitcoin still holding steady at the 7th highest asset by market cap in the world. This is unchanged. Gold, Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Alphabet, Google, Amazon. There's Bitcoin, number 7. Saudi, the largest oil producer in the world. Saudi Aramco, still at number 8. Silver and Meta to round up the top 10. And you can get 1,042 Satoshis for $1 today. So I have a few friends that aren't really into crypto, strange as it sounds. They're a bit conservative, and the quote, digital money, even though I've been harping on it for quite a few years now, they still come back with this, accountant kind of outlook. Digital money? I would never put my money in there. So today, what we're going to do is to get them started and to get all you folks started, we are going to set you up with free crypto. So I'm going to explain to you after we go through the news how to get this free crypto, and it's easy as 1, 2, 3. You just have to do a little reading, and simplest things, easiest money you'll make. So let's get right into our news for the day. And before we forget, let's get into our U.S. national debt clock here. And current U.S. national debt, $36,326,784,000,000, and climbing as we see. And that is up again about $6 billion. It seems to be consistently going up $6 billion a day, and that would be 106,000 per U.S. citizen and 323,000 owing from each U.S. taxpayer. Into our news for the day. South Korea plans to lift institutional crypto trading ban. South Korea's financial regulator plans to phase lifting of its de facto institutional crypto trading ban, according to local media reports. The FSC reportedly intends to gradually allow institutional investors to trade on crypto exchanges, starting with nonprofit organizations. Fair enough. Under South Korea's current financial information laws, only government-verified retail traders are allowed to trade cryptocurrencies, while the FSC advises banks to forbid institutions from opening crypto exchange accounts. Such lifting of restrictions was one of the ruling People Power Party's election promises to boost the sector, alongside pushing for the launch of local spot crypto ETF. So good on them. South Korea is going to start allowing crypto trading, and it looks like they will be ready probably this year to create their own spot ETF. Probably one of the reasons they are going to start allowing crypto trading. However, that is always bullish when a country that has restricted trading of crypto now allowing it. So that's good news out of South Korea. Our next story of the day, Steve Hanke is wrong about the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Damn straight he's wrong. Steve Hanke is wrong about something Bitcoin related once again. He's recently taken aim at the idea of U.S. creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve. In the video embedded in X, post below, Hanke claimed that Converting government savings into Bitcoin would be a drag on the economy because those savings wouldn't be invested in real capital assets that produce things. He even doubled down, saying Bitcoin doesn't build factories, create jobs, or drive innovation. Yeah, a bunch of FUD. I couldn't disagree more, and I think his argument completely misses the point. Let's get honest about what SBR, Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, is supposed to do. It's not about building factories or creating jobs directly. It's about protecting a country's economy, hedging against risk, and ensuring long-term economic stability. No kidding. That's what we're trying to do as individuals as well. Does Hanke think the U.S. should sell its gold and oil reserves or food and weapons stockpiles because they aren't driving innovation? Of course not. Those reserves exist to provide security and stability, not act like venture capital investments. A Bitcoin strategic reserve would work in the same way. It wouldn't directly create jobs, but it would provide the U.S. with a hedge against inflation, dollar debasement, and geopolitical risks. Let's face it, the dollar isn't as strong as it used to be, and holding Bitcoin would give the U.S. a safety net as the world shifts toward decentralized money. It's about preparing for the future, not clinging to outdated economic models. Hanke also forgets how reserves can provide leverage. If Bitcoin becomes the world's most valuable asset and the U.S. has established a strategic reserve, it will be ahead of the game. That's not just a hedge, it's a massive geopolitical advantage. It would strengthen confidence in the U.S. financial system once again, because things certainly have been lacking in that respect. His take shows he doesn't understand what reserves are for. They're about risk management and long-term strategy, not short-term job creation. A strategic Bitcoin reserve isn't a drag on the economy. It's an innovative, forward-thinking move. The idea of an SBR isn't stupid. What's stupid is dismissing it with outdated arguments. Excellent article. Happy with that. Debunking this guy, Steve Hanke. Who is this guy anyway? Black and white picture here. You got to be kidding. With AI, the way I'm going to teach you guys how to make photos in a few minutes, you're going to laugh at this guy's photo. So let's move on to our next story of the day. Bitcoin whales are accumulating again. Yeah, baby, of course they are. With this, it's just by the effing dip situation. Bitcoin whales are accumulating again. Is price rebound ahead? After intense downturns in Bitcoin price earlier this week, whales have now resumed accumulating the coin. Signal a potential trend shift. Highlights. Bitcoin whales have stacked 30,000 Bitcoin in the past 30 days. Institutional investors are more active as retail interest hits a 5-year low. Nation states are likely to embrace Bitcoin in line with U.S. strategic reserve expectations. After an intense sell-off earlier this week, Bitcoin whales are likely fueling a rebound in the broader crypto market. Now in consolidation, the market might face a potential breakout if ongoing acquisition from BTC whales translates into a short-term price rally. Bitcoin whales are taking advantage of correction. Damn straight. I am too. Small, because I'm not a whale, and I recommend, when the price dips, this is when you buy it. You don't want to buy it when it's at the all-time high. You want to buy it when it dips. If it dips, you can get a 10%, 20% discount. It's like going to the store on Black Friday. Why am I going to pay $100 for something when I know on Black Friday it's $50? According to crypto quant data, large business buying activity has resumed on-chain after what it termed the biggest sell-off of 2024, as reported earlier by CoinGap. The BTC price fell suddenly after the U.S. jobs and ISM services prices PMI came in strong, despite this macro data, which indicated no rate cut by the U.S. Federal Reserve. Traders stayed cautious. Today, the Bitcoin price traded from a high of 97,258 to as low as 92,525, noting the price outlook. Crypto quant analyst Q Oliveira said market whales waited patiently to accumulate just below the 95,000 level. Yeah, so they didn't buy at the high. The whales, the guys with the big cash, they waited for the dip, and they had their money waiting on the side, and they jumped right in. In his detailed analysis, Oliveira said that the institutional investors dumped around 79,000 Bitcoin over a week. This action triggered a 15% correction that the market is still not free from. He pointed out that large whales took advantage of the situation to open TWAP position over the past 30 days. Per the crypto quant analyst, Bitcoin whales have bought more than 30,000 Bitcoins over the past month. He confirmed that institutional investors are the primary source behind the buying pressure for the recovery of BTC. The analyst pointed out that the retail demand for Bitcoin has remained at its highest level in 5 years. Meanwhile, Bitcoin whales, or institutional interest, remains high overall. Most institutional buyers include firms like MicroStrategy and Riot Platforms, who have taken Bitcoin and used it as their own corporate Bitcoin treasury. In a recent report, MicroStrategy bought 22 million Bitcoin in $22 million of Bitcoin in 2024. Following its purchases, the firm recorded a BTC yield of 74.3% in 2024. They made 75% on their investment. If related acquisitions continue, there are projections that it can help BTC print new highs in the midterm. The shift to a third force. While institutional investors formed the Bitcoin Whales Caucus that pushed the coin's price to an all-time high of 108,000, nation states are predicted to join soon, baby. After President-elect Trump's inauguration, conversation about the strategic Bitcoin reserve are growing. During his campaign, Trump pledged to set up such a reserve once he entered office, and the industry now expects him to fulfill his promise. If the U.S. makes this move, market experts predict that all other nations will follow. In the long run, the impact on Bitcoin price might be profound. So here's everybody's chance to front run nation states. We front ran BlackRock. We front ran all the 13 ETFs, Fidelity, Valkyrie, you name it. And now we're going to be front running nation states, including the U.S. We hope. We are exactly 12 days away, and we'll get a really good indication of what Trump decides to do in 12 days. Hopefully on day one, he makes some announcements about Bitcoin, and if he does, I expect a pump, baby, to the moon. All right, now let's get into something everybody, I'm sure, is happy about. How can I make free Bitcoin? And yes, there is a way, 1,000% there's a way, and it might be a bit of a hidden gem, but I'm going to tell you right now, and it is not a scam, and you guys will definitely get the free crypto, and you can keep the free crypto. It's 100% yours and will always be yours, and what you do with that crypto is up to you. And what I do with it is I'll take it, and most of the time I will actually put it into Bitcoin. I'll trade it, convert it into Bitcoin, and if the small coin that's giving you the funds actually seems interesting, I'll actually keep it. So the way to do this is you have to open an account with Coinbase. All right, so Coinbase is the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the US. Now, the way it works is because Coinbase is so big, new coins come out all the time, and these new coins want to promote their new coin. If a new coin comes out and it's a smaller coin, they might not have the capital to promote it themselves. So what they do is they ask Coinbase, who trades it on their exchange already, to promote their coin by crypto learning. So once you open an account on Coinbase, you do have to put real information. They will ask you questions about your financial experience. So yes, you do have to fill that out now. It wasn't like that in the past, but because they want to tax your ass, even on Bitcoin, it is required now. So fill out all the information. You don't have to put your banking info. If they say, put your banking info here so you can send money, you don't need to do that because you're going to get the free money. And in the future, if you want to add your bank on there so you can send the money to your bank account, by all means do that. I personally would recommend making this money and hodling. Hold it for years, and it's just going to go up. It's proven that if anyone who holds Bitcoin more than 4 years is in the green, and they're up in most cases more than 100%. There was a story a few months ago. The guy bought $300 in Bitcoin in, I think it was 2016, and they cashed out for $10 million just recently. So fortunes can be made, and the way you're going to get this free crypto is you create an account on Coinbase. You could do it right on your phone. You don't need a computer. Do it on your phone. Get the Coinbase official app from the App Store or the Play Store, not some BS other one, Coinbase USA. I'm sure Coinbase International also does the same thing. Once you're signed in and you go through all their rhetoric about, what's your financial experience, high, low, and go through all that. And just a tip on that, the more experience you say you have, the less restrictive they're going to be. If you basically say you have a high knowledge, they're not going to restrict how much you put in and how much you take out and how much you trade. If you say I'm a novice, they might actually come up with some prompts. This has never happened to me, but I presume it's similar to the banking section, that it'll come up and say, hey, you're not that experienced. Are you sure you want to do this? Or they might even stop you altogether. For me, crypto knowledge high, risk high, like everything is the highest when I fill out their forms. And it does come up, I think, about every 6 months to reaffirm your choices. And it's by law, they need to do this. It's like a prospectus in a bank where you want to make an investment. They, by law, have to offer you this prospectus and this qualification questions. And they're always pretty much the same questions. What's your experience in investing? What's your experience in crypto? What's your net worth? Answer the questions, put it legit if you want, fake it if you want. What I do is I put that I have, great experience, great knowledge, and my risk of appetite of loss is, 100%. So once you're done through that, you're into your account, and on the bottom left, you're going to get, 4 icons. You're going to want to click the home, and somewhere within that home, normally it's right near the top, there's going to be learn about crypto. So when you hit learn about crypto, there's going to be a whole bunch of companies there saying, learn about core coin, learn about this coin, learn about that coin, and earn $3, $5, $30. They're all different amounts. So what you basically have to do is click on it, go through their little tutorial, which generally is, 5 little screens you have to read, literally 2 minutes of time, and you'll make $5 in crypto. You do that for all of the learning section, and you could certainly make 50, 100, 200, $300 just through spending half an hour of your time and going through these learning areas. And if you're making $100 or $200 in half an hour, that's $400-600 an hour you just made. So immediately, once you finish the course, it says, and first of all, I need to add that you can't be wrong on these test questions. Like, what I mean is, you can be wrong as many times as you want, and it's still not going to say, sorry, you don't get the crypto. You can effectively choose every answer, and you'll still get it when you finally do it correct. Now, I wouldn't suggest cheating and just flying through it, because a lot of these are valuable. You're going to learn about crypto. You're going to learn about these new companies, and it might be that you actually like what these guys are trying to present, and maybe you want to keep that crypto. If you want to keep it, by all means, it's going to show up in your wallet immediately. If you also want, you can trade it into whatever crypto you want. You just click the convert button, and it'll say convert to, and there's, hundreds on Coinbase that you convert it to. Most of the time, I convert it into Bitcoin. Again, if there's a company that seems like it's going to be a success and I really enjoy their ideas and what they're trying to do with their coin, then I actually keep it. I've had a little bit of success there too, going from $10 to $130 just by holding it. So completely up to you at that point. But what everybody should do, everyone who ever sees this video should go to Coinbase, and I'm not a proponent of Coinbase at all. They don't pay me. I don't advertise for them. I have no affiliation with Coinbase whatsoever. In fact, I'm kind of against them because they're so big. But do yourself a favor and go get yourself some free crypto and free Bitcoin. It's there waiting for you, and in terms of time versus how much you get, it works into the many hundreds of dollars an hour. And for the few minutes you're going to put in, suddenly you're going to have a wallet and you're going to have some crypto. And even whether you're a novice who doesn't have any crypto at all, or a veteran who has hundreds of thousands, I would still recommend you go in there and you get yourself some free crypto, because it's there for the taking. And crypto sure doesn't need that money. Coinbase sure doesn't need that huge, $30, $50. And furthermore, these companies that are starting out want you to take these courses. They're paying Coinbase for you to go check it out and to learn about it. So please go get your free money. It's one of the few places that you can get free, legit money. No bullshit, no crap. Go get your free money, please. It would make me happy, and it would make you happy. All right, let's move on to our next segment, Ask AI, because today is going to be exciting. So the past few days, we've been talking about the best thing to do with ChatGPT is to create letters, create emails. We've also used it to predict Bitcoin price in the future. We use 3 models. We use ChatGPT, we use Claude, we use Gen AI. If you missed those episodes, go back. You'll see that there's multiple models you can use, not just the ChatGPT. There's tons. Google's got it. Their own Genesis, which I haven't really tested. Grok is a paid-for one by Elon Musk. Again, I haven't tested because it's not free. But ChatGPT, Claude, and Gen AI, which uses any model you want, any large language GPT large language model. You set it up yourself, you install it, and it's actually local on your computer. That's the Gen.ai. But the ChatGPT, we've used it for a few things, including predicting Bitcoin prices in a hypothetical way. And today, what we shall do is we're going to take it, and instead, we're going to use it to generate a picture. So, you see my photo of this super amazing picture up top here with the woman and the third eye and the universe in the background. And then you see my photo here. I generate you get 3 photos a day with the free account, and I generate 3 photos a day with the free account. Unless something I'm too busy, I definitely take 5 minutes and generate these pictures. I'm generating these specifically for a book that I'm writing, but I also generate a Bitcoin AI image, which is generally what you see in my YouTube channel image that is showing the video. Instead of showing me, I generate a very cool Bitcoin image and use those. The only time I change my photo to me is when the book of the week changes. Once a week, I put me in the video, and that way it helps keep me on track, and it helps my viewers know that, hey, there's a new book of the week. Let me check it out. So let's get into the ChatGPT. All right. So to save time, and literally this took me a minute to write. I just did it on my phone and then, emailed it to myself. But to save a little time, so I'm not sitting here going, what do I write? I wrote it already. So give me so first of all, normally you would think, okay, generate me a picture, and you would tell it what you want, right? And that's often what I do too. But a good trick with this, and this is an excellent trick on whether you want it to create you a spreadsheet, an email, anything, a chart, a list. Instead of saying, create me a list, look at this trick. Give me a prompt to generate the most wonderful AI-generated Miss AI Beauty Contest winner. I put AI 3 times. I want the background to be the most scenic possible and the woman to be wearing a very revealing red, long, transparent, flowing dress which is being blown by the wind. Please suggest a prompt for me. So I'm not saying create me a picture. I'm saying create me a prompt. Tell me how I should ask you, AI, how to create this image. So let's pump that in. So again, give me a prompt to generate the most wonderful AI generated image. So let's go here and just click send, and it should just take a couple seconds. And here we go. Prompt. A breathtaking. This is what it came back with. Here's a carefully crafted prompt for your request. A breathtakingly beautiful woman embodying the ultimate AI beauty contest winner, standing gracefully in the most scenic landscape imaginable. The background features majestic snow-capped mountains, a cascading waterfall, and a field of vibrant wildflowers under the golden sunset sky. The woman is wearing a stunning, revealing, long, red, transparent dress that flows dramatically in the wind, accentuating her elegance and poise. Her features are flawless, with radiant skin, mesmerizing eyes, and captivating smile. The wind gently lifts her flowing hair and dress, adding a sense of movement and vitality. The scene is rich in detail, with vibrant colors of the dress contrasting beautifully against the serene natural backdrop. The overall atmosphere is ethereal and enchanting, emphasizing her as a symbolic beauty and grace. So the prompt is designed to create a visually striking masterpiece. Let me know if you'd like any adjustments. So I'm going to take what it came back with, and I tested this before, and it actually comes up a couple other times. It actually comes back and says, do you want me to generate this image? And you just go, yes, please do. So in this case, it's not saying that, so I'm going to just take its prompt. I copied it, and I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to say, please generate the described image. and I'm going to give it more detail. Described image in landscape orientation and full HD quality. Alright, so now let's hit enter and see what it comes back with. So we took its prompt, we gave it even further instructions to say this picture needs to be in landscape, It needs to be HD quality, and hopefully it listened. I find that's the trigger word is landscape orientation or portrait orientation. And here's our image. So let me get this onto my main screen here. I'm going to just save it, put it onto my main screen, just so we can get a very nice full view of it. And here we go. Let me change to my screen, and voila. I would say it did okay for us, didn't it? It's got exactly what it said. The beautiful wildflowers, cascading waterfalls, snow-capped mountains, and I told it transparent red flowing dress in the wind. Look at that booty, baby. And look at that hair. Like, could you draw that? I don't think you could. Not in a minute. Maybe if I gave you a day or a week, or a novice artist like me, forever. But here we go with just a simple prompt, using its own intelligence to help us create this image. We didn't just tell it to do it. We told it, we asked it, how would you go about in requesting this image? And there it is. And it's so nice that right now I flip the screen and you're probably saying, please put it back, because you have a sense of calm and relaxation just by looking at it. And that picture would fit into anywhere, any gaming, or imagine you didn't tell it to put a scantless clad dress with flowing wind, and you instead said just the landscape, something you could print out and give to your mom or your wife, or your and if you're into the opposite, hey, instead of what I suggested, put a hunky chunky man with big bulges everywhere. Whatever your heart desires. There's no DEI restrictions on ChatGPT. So whatever your heart desires. This is what came into my mind. I wrote the request in literally 30 seconds to a minute. The more detail you request, the more detail you're going to get back. If we had just said, put a pretty woman, then it would have come back with a pretty woman. Who knows what would have been in the background. But instead, I said, make this thing like boom shakalaka, and it came back with pretty much exactly what we asked for. So there you have it. How to get your free Bitcoin. Now you know. And I'd suggest you go and do it. How to generate amazing images that become yours. There's no copyright on these things. It's your image. You created it. There's no watermark that says generated by, ChatGPT or anything like that. You are the star in the show. You are the artist, and it's only as good as the prompt you tell it to do. The more detail you put in there, the more detail you're going to get out of it. And I suggest you take, instead of quickly, draw me an image, think about it, put the details you want. Every element that you want in that picture, put it in there, type it in. Make the image like this, make the image like that. Recommend, how would you ask for that image? Write me a prompt like I did. So then you get the best of both worlds. You get the your interpretation of the picture, your input, and then you get the AI's feedback saying, this is how I would do it. And then lastly, you pump it in, maybe with some more details from yourself, like I did, landscape orientation, HD quality, and you come up with a bit of a masterpiece. Which woman on earth would not want to wear a dress like that? Let's face it. Happy I went through these topics with you guys. Remember, this show is all about money, making you wealthy. And also remember that money is abundant and money is everywhere. Time is what's scarce. I say this every episode. Spend less than what you earn if you really want to get ahead. If you suddenly make more money, save more money. Don't spend more money. And start saving today. The younger you are, the better you are in terms of finances and investments, and get it to the point where you can retire at 40 and not 60 and 70. If you have a great idea, start today. Even if you're not ready, start today, and eventually it'll come together for you. If you found this stream useful, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next stream.